We had a very happy family life, 3 children, 2 boys and a girl, Samantha in the middle, James the eldest, William the youngest.
A year and a half ago, my life changed. I had a single out-of-the-blue seizure.
About November last year, when I was out on my bike, just all of a sudden had this moment of kind of weakness, this moment of confusion in my mind.
I'd been quite unwell as I had headaches, and I kept getting sent home from school as I was sick.
All of a sudden our life was turned upside down when Samantha started getting severe headaches, slight memory loss, and I went to the doctor because I knew that there was something wrong.
Off I went, had an MRI scan, and I could just tell the demeanour of the people, even in the MRI department, suddenly changed.
After having tests and MRI scans, it was discovered that I had a mass on the brain.
Once he'd had the MRI, they told me then and there in the room that he had a brain tumour.
And the doctor turned up at my house. He told me I've got a brain tumour.
I went ahead and had an operation, which then was diagnosed as a malignant tumour, so it was all completely what I wasn't expecting.
We were told that she had a malignant brain tumour, an inoperable brain tumour, and that she had approximately 2 years to live. She was 14 years old.
World's fallen apart. Shock, wasn't it?
Eventually revealed, it will kill you. And I remember just bursting into tears with the nurse and saying, I just wanted you to say it was treatable. And she said, it is treatable, it's just not curable.
Yeah, there's the tumour here, right, yeah, which should stop this fluid coming down to the spine to the rest of the body. So it started causing pressure on my head.
We spent the next 2.5 years nursing Samantha through her various treatments, radiotherapy, chemotherapy, and sought treatment abroad. We went to America for second opinions, Canada for treatment, and nothing could save Samantha. And sadly, she died just 6 days before her 17th birthday.
So following Samantha's death, we wanted to make a donation into brain tumour research. We wanted to go directly into brain tumour research, not into the general cancer pot. And when we started looking around, we were horrified. There was just nothing. There was no research, there were no brain tumour charities, there was no patient support mechanism. So we decided to set up the charity.
The Brain Tumour Charity is the only dedicated brain tumour charity that is recognised by the Association of Medical Research Charities, the AMRC. And that means it's a benchmark of quality in terms of how the charity organises and maintains itself, and how it distributes and disperses the funds that it raises. So this patient is 43 years old. He's the same age as my kid sister. He was first operated on in April 2010, and he was doing very well until about August time. So he had another scan, and that showed that the disease had returned. He came to my clinic, and he was terrified. And I think one of the things that he was most scared of was to be told that there was nothing more that we could do for him. The purpose of this operation has been to try and remove a bit more of the tumour, essentially to just buy him some time and perhaps give him a bit more chemotherapy later on for the same reason. But essentially this young man is dying. His life expectancy is measured in weeks and months. He will probably see Christmas, but he'll not see his 44th birthday. So what we've done is a very small attempt to try and keep things a bit stable for a little bit longer, and hopefully he'll be able to have Christmas with his family for the last time.
Cycling's a huge part of my life, and it's just been taken away from me, and that's just the first of things that have been taken away from me. I can't drive anymore. I can't just on a whim take my kids to the beach to get an ice cream on a sunny day. We go from 6-month scan to 6-month scans. We can't plan more than 6 months ahead. And multiply that up to thinking about what your children are going to be doing in a year's time. One of my little boys is going to be starting school in a year and a half's time. I don't even know if I'm going to be around for that.
I don't know why he had it. I would like to know why. What happened in his life that made him get a tumour and not my other children?
The future is uncertain. I know that there isn't a cure. It's a malignant tumour. It is like a ticking time bomb. I don't know when it's going to get bad, but I just have to just get on with it and just fight it. As you know, I don't want to let it beat me. I've got children who need me as long as I can be healthy, so I just want to just keep going.
There's been a point where I had to turn around to my wife and go, you realise you're going to be my carer at some time, and you realise that our kids are going to have to care for me at some point in the future, and that's a complete role reversal for what people think a father should be about.
The biggest barrier to improving survival, outcome, awareness, everything in brain tumours boils down to resources. So improving the amount of money that we can get through the brain tumour charity would be a very positive thing.
We are making a difference. We want to improve the statistics in the future, and not only in Samantha's memory, but so many others who've sadly lost their lives. I feel we can do this. If we all pull together, we can do this and help improve the situation for these patients that are diagnosed with brain tumours in the future. I feel very strongly that Samantha hasn't died in vain.
I'm desperate for there to be more research, not because I think that it can save Gideon's life, but because I don't want another family to go through this. I know how hurt and distressed it is. I just can't bear it that in the future something can't be done.
The Brain Tumour Charity is determined and dedicated to beating this devastating disease to help others in the future and really make a difference.